About a month ago, Jenna Marbles made a video called Things I Don't Understand About Girls Part 2 Slut Edition. Yeah, I know I'm late to the conversation, as always. Anyway, in that video, she basically decries women who participate in what she calls slutty behavior. She says she doesn't understand sexual promiscuity. She thinks it's irrational and a sign of a lack of self-respect. And she seems to imply that by being slutty, girls are inviting potential bad things to happen to them. Which might be true, but that implication struck a nerve among a few of the prominent female YouTubers like Lacey Green, Haley Hoover, and Cheska Lee, who argue that the practice of slut shaming is dangerous and misguided. And I agree with this because, first of all, the amount of sex you have had and the amount of sexual partners you have had has no bearing whatsoever on your worth as a person. And secondly, if something bad were to happen to a girl, it is very troubling to blame the girl for being stupid instead of the bad person who did the bad shit to them. Now, what I didn't see much of in this conversation was the male point of view. I saw Jenna criticizing sluts and the YouTubers criticizing Jenna, but nobody talked to the dudes. So I'm gonna talk to the dudes. Dudes, stop being creeps. Seriously. Now I'm gonna go on a limb and presume that most of the people watching this are not crazy psychopaths who would drug people or rape people. And if you are, I just need you to know that you are a terrible, terrible human being, and if I find you, I will report you to the authorities. But for everyone else, look, I'm a dude. I understand how it works. The girls are not gonna tell you this, but I understand. You get horny, you don't think straight. You have a few too many drinks, you're not thinking straight. You may misinterpret the signals that a girl is sending you. You might just be in the moment and you do something dumb. I know, it happens. I have always talked about being confident when approaching girls, but being confident is very different from being aggressive. As ridiculous as it sounds, I think guys often forget that girls are people with feelings, and that is regardless of how much sex they may have. That whole treat people how you want to be treated thing, it applies to them too. I mean, would you want somebody to be all up in your grill, touching on you and saying a bunch of awkward shit to you? Probably not. Basically, a girl should be able to go out and have fun and not have to deal with your crazy ass. And like I said, shit happens, especially if you've been drinking. It is a guarantee that if you get drunk more than once, you will probably do something dumb. And if this happens, just apologize and move on. The goal is to avoid looking like a creep. Don't make things worse than they already are. Another thing, at least where I'm from, girls throw down. And sometimes they get sloppy wasted where they can't see or think anymore. I'm talking about can't form complete sentences anymore. Do not try to holler at girls in this condition. That's creepy and borderline rapey. Look, I understand. Like I said, the girls are not gonna tell you this. I understand, bro. I'm a dude. Sometimes girls get super fucking drunk and they're being amorous. They might even make out with you, bro. I have been there. But you have to remember, she is drunk as fuck, bro. She will probably not even remember this when she wakes up. Now, having a few drinks is one thing. That's okay. But a girl that is super blackout drunk is in no position to consent to sex or anything for that matter. Rule of thumb, if the girl can't walk on her own, just put her in a cab, send her home. Do not go there, because it's either gonna be legit rape of an unwilling or unwitting participant, or it'll be a person who made a decision while her judgment was severely impaired, or a decision she felt pressured to make. But in any case, it's still fucking creep status on your part. You are still the guy that fucked a girl that didn't necessarily want to be fucked, which is fuck. And I'm not saying you shouldn't hook up with people. I think you should hook up with as many people as possible. But sex is some real shit, and you need to be 100% sure that you and the person you're trying to have sex with are on exactly the same page. And I feel like it's not that hard to tell, even if you are drunk. If you turn into a rapey creeper when you get drunk, may need to stop drinking. I don't even understand it really. Half the fun of sex, for me at least, is the enjoyment of the other person. Why would you want to have sex with a drunken zombie? It's also important to mention that this doesn't just happen to girls, it can happen to guys too. I'm straight, but I have been aggressively hit on by other guys before, and in some cases it was kind of creepy and scary. Obviously, I mentioned drinking a lot because a lot of this happens while alcohol is flowing, because people are more vulnerable when they're drunk, and people are more aggressive when they're drunk as well. And alcohol, by the nature of what it is, makes people do dumb shit, don't get me wrong. But that shit should be limited to goofy dancing and bad karaoke, not creeping out girls, and not fucking rape. Yeah, seriously, just stop being creepy. It's not hard. I made this video really quickly because I just wanted to get it out. I probably missed some things. Continue the discussion below. What should the next video be about? Drop a comment, press the like button, subscribe if you like my hair. Holla.